Quentin Tarantino's last movie, called The Movie Critic. So, got any thoughts on this? Will it be his last? What do you think about the title?
Well, I'm reading through the article you've got listed now,
Yeah.
and I guess I could have seen it coming along, with this sort of route that he's currently going through with
Hmm.
these films. Like he definitely started with a certain genre of films, and it's now become more of a film about making films or being a part of a film,
Hmm.
or at least a cinema aspect to the film. And I think that, Django was his last big action movie,
Mm.
and now he's moving on to, his magnum opuses, essentially. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was not his magnum opus, but it
Yeah.
definitely is a clear direction of where he would like to go with his next film, I reckon. So,
Yeah.
obviously, by guessing that, the movie critic, the name, obviously going to be around a movie critic. Who it's about, no idea, because apparently it's a female lead. It's
Hmm.
not Tarantino. Tarantino's not female. So, unless he's imagining himself as a female so that he could have his own feet shot of himself as a woman, man, he's a smart dude, but I doubt he'll do that.
It's set in the 70s, so no wiki feet will appear in this. Yeah, do you think this will be the last film that he does?
I reckon he's honest about it. I
Yeah.
reckon Tarantino, he says he's going to make 10 films and this would be his 10th.
Mhm.
He definitely said he wants to go into TV and writing novels. So
Right.
that could definitely be where he goes. There's plenty of stuff to do, especially since the market is now way more into miniseries
Mm.
and television series than it is with movies. I guess there's a lot more interesting new ideas within miniseries.
Mhm.
What's that guy's name again who does all the horror stuff on Netflix? He did Doctor Sleep. Mike.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, I know what you mean.
his name's not coming to me right now. Mike Flanagan. Mike
Oh, Mike
Flanagan has
Flanagan.
obviously got this
Right.
really interesting working relationship with Netflix to do really cool miniseries.
Mm.
And Midnight Mass is a great example.
Yeah.
Haunting of Hill House is a great
The
example.
latest one did just get canceled for season 2, unfortunately. I think what he was involved in.
I would love Tarantino to do a classic Tarantino film again. I
Mm.
feel like most of us agree that recent Tarantino is never as good as the original stuff. I would
Yeah.
love to have a third Kill Bill. Like that would be fun for me.
Mm.
I don't think any of his other films really need a sequel because I think they all wrap up fairly well. But
Yeah. I mean,
I
how could you
would
make another
definitely
Kill
pay to
Bill? He's dead.
yeah, I know, but you could have like Kill Bill prequel, Kill Bill 0.5 or whatever, volume 0.5, volume 0. Yeah, look, I would love to see this succeed more than Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I'd love to see that classic Tarantino come back. But hey, at the end of the day, I still liked Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I saw
Yeah.
it like 7 times at the cinemas. I really did enjoy it,
Mm.
but it just wasn't as good as his other stuff.
That's one of the reasons why he wants to cap it at 10 as well, which is that he thinks that, as directors get older, their work also starts to dwindle. They're not as innovative anymore, and they just don't put out their greatest works in their later years. I feel like, as a creative, I don't think that he just retires and does nothing anymore. But I
Yeah,
could also
TV shows
see.
and books.
I mean, I could also see him do like some film criticism because I feel like oftentimes the narrative is kind of the film criticism against the popular media of like just enjoying stuff, where the critic is the enemy of like critiquing stuff that are just simply there to enjoy. And I feel that's really, really oversimplified. And maybe from a marketing standpoint, some filmmakers also see it like that. Definitely the studio sees it like that. But I feel like Tarantino doesn't see it like that. I feel like he
Yeah.
understands a bit more the interchangeable like notions that are between those who produce, those who the masses who consume, and those who kind of contextualize, critique, or whatever the value that is in there. Or so I feel like this might be a really interesting approach. And at the end of the day, it's a Tarantino film, so it definitely will just be focusing on a character and not as much on trying to bring a message across. So yeah, looking forward to his film, his potentially last film. He's always fun.